In this presentation, we're going to talk about functions. Remember, in our introduction presentation, we mentioned that a cell can contain either text, numbers, or a function. And previously, we've discovered how to enter text as well as numbers. So now it's time to start dealing with functions. And in a way, we already did that. You might recall in our presentation on working with numbers, we used this icon up here to automatically calculate the sum and the average of a column of numbers. And what Excel really has done when you click on this is that it creates a function for you and does the calculation and enters it into cell. But suppose that we couldn't use that tab, or you didn't want to use that tab, and you wanted to enter your own functions. How do we go about doing that? Well, we would click on a cell, and to start off any function, we would type in the word equal sign, just an equal sign, not even a word, just the symbol for the equal sign. And then followed by that, we could put the cells that we want Excel to look up and do the calculation on, and then enter the final figure after the calculation. So if we wanted to find out our total amount that we spent for the week, for the sum of the week, remember we could have done the auto sum, but we could also say that we would like to add up the values in cells C4, C5, C6, C7, and C8, and we can do that by just typing in the following: equals C4 plus C5 plus C6 plus C7 plus C8. By entering that and then simply clicking enter, Excel will have done the calculation and entered the correct amount in the cell. So clicking on that cell, we see that the value is $18.87, and that equals C4 plus C5 plus C6 plus C7 plus C8. Another way we could do that is a little more sophisticated. We can erase that, and instead of equals C4, C5, C6, C7, C8, we could say that this equals the sum, S-U-M, parentheses, of C4 colon C8, close the parentheses, and hit enter, and you get the same number. How this formula reads is that we are telling C11, cell C11, to be equal to the sum of C4 through C8. The colon represents through. Another way we could do a calculation is, let's say we wanted to do the average for the week. Alrighty, so we want to look up we want to perform a function. So we're going to start off with an equal sign, and we're going to say the average, A-V-E-R-A-G-E, parentheses, of C4 colon C8, close parentheses, and hit enter. And the figure of $3.77 appears, which is the average for the week. So clicking on that, we can see that the correct sum appears in the cell and the formula appears up here. Okay, so now let's say we wanted to do some simple arithmetic, like the amount of Monday plus Tuesday. Well, we could look at it and say that's obviously 3 plus 425, so that's going to be 725. But let's have Excel calculate it for us. So we'll enter a function by hitting equals, and it'll be cell C4 plus cell C5. C4 plus C5. Close parentheses, and hit enter. Wow, what did we do wrong there? Oh, we forgot to tell it that it's a sum. And let's put the parentheses back. And there we go. Let's put that in there. equals the sum of C4 plus C5. Another way we could have done that, we'll erase that, is just equals C4 plus C5, which is simpler and works for small numbers. Alrighty, so let's say we wanted now to calculate Wednesday minus Tuesday. Let's enter a formula. Equals Wednesday is C6 minus Tuesday, which is C5. So equals C6 minus C5. Hit enter. Let's say we wanted to multiply Wednesday times Thursday. And so that would be equals Wednesday is C6. Thursday is C7. And since we're doing a multiplication, we're going to use the asterisk C7 and hit enter. And let's say we wanted to do a division of a Friday divided by Thursday. That would be parentheses, equals Friday, which is C8 minus, no, not minus because we're doing division, divided by C7 and hit enter. So these four operands here are exactly how we do it. A plus for add, minus for subtract, a slash for divide, and an asterisk for multiply. So let's do that. Add, subtract, divide, and multiply. Just, as a reminder for a key on the spreadsheet. Now, there's one other thing we need to do sometimes. Sometimes we want to assign a value to a cell that's exactly the same as a different cell. So let's say in cell number C18, we always wanted it to be equal to the amount that we spent on lunch on Wednesday. So instead of just typing in $5, we could ask Excel to look up the value in cell C6, the $5, and put that value in our new cell C18. Now, we can do that simply by issuing a equal sign and typing in C6 for Wednesday and hitting enter. And there is the value. Let's click on that. We can see up here the formula that our cell C18 has is that it's always going to be equal to the value in C6. And the actual figure, the amount, appears here. Had we only typed in the word C6, Excel would think that that was no longer a function, and it would think it's just text. So if we just get rid of the equal sign and had only typed in C6 and hit enter, instead of $5, we see C6. So once again, a formula is always identified by the fact that it starts off with an equal sign, and then there are some cell numbers followed by, appropriate mathematical symbols, and in order that Excel can calculate the formula.